Hi, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about some things that I've been thinking a lot about in regards to like our mental conceptions, our place in humanity as Earth, as a planet, as a society, as the creation of reality, as like spiritualism, as, matter and antimatter. I guess I'll just dive right into it by first of all saying that life is a form of mind control. Everything is in like a pattern. It's the same as it's like honeycombs. The bees, like our maybe this is a little esoteric, but I like to think of it as these cosmic bees. They bring, bees are so central and integral to life on this planet because they pollinate the flowers. They take pollen from one flower, bring it to another flower, then they build their honeycombs. And that's the same way that our life is oriented and structured, because there are bees in our brains that fly from, one galaxy cluster to another galaxy cluster, and that's how we have thoughts through it's like the sexual energy of the connection of, the life force fertilizing, cross fertilization, cross pollination that allows us to function as a unit, as one, as a humanity, as a planet, ecosystem, life, is part of this mind control. It's a grid, it's that hexagonal grid pattern, and that is inescapable. That's a form of imprisonment. That's why we feel enslaved, but we're slaves to our own creation, and we like it this way. And that's why when you take drugs, you always have the mystics, the renegades, those people on the fringes of society. Like, I was watching The Wizard of Oz, and in that movie, Dorothy, she wants to escape her droll, simplistic life as herself, So she's looking for over the rainbow, that wonderful enchantment that's beyond reality. And she gets sucked up in a tornado, taken to this wonderful place where there's this dark, evil witch. Because that's like the death energy. Because death is like on the edge of that hexagonal grid pattern. It's like the disillusionment, the dissolution, the unknown. It's outside of our conscious thought patterns and shit. So in that story, she it's like the shamanic ritual, but in the end, she's like, there's no place like home. There's no place like home, like all these people on the edge of society, breaking down society and like revolutionizing society. Like, sure, that's good. That's how it has to be. That's how it changes. But just understand that you and I, we are the mind control. We are the thought police. We are the evil witch. We are Dorothy. We are the Emerald City. We are Kansas. We are the government. We are the movies, the media, the culture. We are the people who, it's all a divine conspiracy, where no one is really good or bad. It's just part of the fabric of the way that we have scripted this reality to function, in that, you go out into the unknown, you get scared, you run home. If you don't get scared, you transcend, then you are home, you come back home. Home is new. It's like a way where, as humanity, it's like I was saying in another video about how we sacrifice our innocence at every turn. It's like we sacrifice everything we know and love because it can't fulfill us. Then once we sacrifice that, we realize there was nothing else, because the answer is that there really is no answer. It's all just a grand, beautiful emptiness. and like you were here all along. You already were perfectly who you were supposed to be because you chose to be that person in the first place. So why would you sacrifice something? Because you chose to sacrifice something, because that's who you chose to be. You chose to give up, to get back, to be, and like that's just what it is. Like, don't worry. Like, you are the oppressor, you are the liberator. That's how our reality functions. And there can never be, a successful like revolution to end all revolutions without just a simple awareness that this is who we are. That's the revolution that is sort of happening, I guess, because just accept, because in the past we would just say, oh, kill all the motherfuckers, throw down the government, blow up society. You always crawl back to whatever gives you life. And that's what our social structure is designed to do, and we can't really live without that because we can't live without each other because we're all connected in that hexagonal grid of life. And to say that that isn't good enough or something is wrong with that is to say there's something wrong with ourselves, which there is something wrong with ourselves, but that's just the insurmountable paradox of what it means to exist. So, you can't be anti anything without being positively everything. So, just give it up, surrender, be who you are, never stop existing, never stop resisting, just be exactly everything that you already have always been. And in that, you can make progress, even though from an eternal perspective, 1 and 100 are basically in the very same neighborhood from the perspective of an infinite number system, but from our human perspective and our limit perspective, that does make a significant difference in our life. If you have $1 or $100, to a billionaire it might seem, trivial, but to someone who's just a normal person, it is important. So just keep on doing whatever you're doing, and just keep on doing whatever you're doing, and that's all well and good, you know what I mean? It's like, it's all our fault. And the only way that we can change that, or the only way that we can, because we can't change that, we can just accept that we're in control of that, even though we're not in control of that. Just yeah, whatever, man. Thank you.